Well, those of you that are familiar with my YouTube channel or with my Etsy store, you know that once a month I put together these caboodle kits. And in July, we did this theme of the Renaissance. And so, well, it was medieval slash Renaissance. And I leaned over to the Renaissance period when I made mine. So I got a little crazy. I enjoyed making these and I made a bunch. And you know how it goes. I have to find new homes for them. So I'm going to go through the ones that I'm going to be listing and show you how they're put together. I'll go into great detail on one of them and then go a little quicker on the individuals because except for the fabric and the pictures, the way they're made are pretty much the same. I These were inspired by a an old Seven Gypsies folio thing I had. It was made out of paper, and I looked at it and I thought, oh, this would look pretty cool if we did it with some kind of fabric. And then the idea just kind of snowballed. Some people, will call this a folio. Some people call them maybe lap books. Whatever name you give it, that's what this is. So they're all made of fabric and pictures that come from the Renaissance period. So let's just go through these and see how they are put together. Each of them will have a section here that has three different sizes of little journals. The first one here, let me get you a measurement. And they'll all be the same size in the other ones. This is 8 by 5. And this just has a variety of papers, and they will all be different. This one leaned more toward Da Vinci. I put different sketches of his, and so that's more or less what's in here. And then a lot of pages for you to be able to write, draw, glue, whatever you like to do. They all have some kind of a piece of art here in the back. And then the other little journals. This is 6 by about 3.5, 3 3/4, something like that. And they will all have something different also. I don't think any of these are identical. The only thing that they may have in common is the size, but they're all very unique as to what's inside of each journal. And then they all have a smaller one that is 5 by 2.5. They'll all be this size, but I believe each are constructed a little differently, and I'll point that out when we get to it. Then what's different on each of them is on this side. The fabrication is different on each one, so they're very unique. They will have something that is removable or has ephemera. And for instance, this one, we'll open this one up, show what's in here. This little envelope has got some tags. This one has I love the architecture from that period. So that's what this is, envelope. And then there's different pieces of ephemera that you can work with from that time period to put in your book to make it your own. And here's another envelope with some more architecture. And then in this one, some more ephemera that you can use. Then there are some papers that I've kind of antiqued a little bit, and these are sketches of Da Vinci. Alright, so that is pretty much what's in this one. And I've given them a name just so that you can remember which one you like. And these names come from that time period. And so this one is Isla. Next. There were a lot of cool illustrations during this period of time that had to do with agriculture. And I was really drawn to that because, you know, I like all the naturey kind of stuff. So I have quite a few dispersed through these journals of illustrations during that period of time. So again, you have the 3 books, the same size. This one I went more for the botanicals, so you'll have more printouts of ferns. Some of my eco-printed papers will be in here. And then the small one. A lot of them have my cleanup papers from my Eco-Dine, so it doesn't necessarily have the prints, but it has all the colors that come out when I'm doing my printing. That's that. And then the smaller one has some of my cleanup papers also. Now let's see the bundle side. So here has various pieces of ephemera that you can use in your journal. I won't take it all out, or we'll be here forever. So you have these little pockets with the ephemera. Here is an envelope with some more pieces that you can use. And then some more of those tags that were in the other one, similar to those. Some printed papers of mine. you can tear up and using collage on the pages. Or there's enough little pieces where you could make another little book. Oh, is this stuck down? Uh-oh. Oh no, it's just tacked down there. And another piece. So, have all that goes into this one. And this one is called, I'll put all these back nice later. And this one is called Aurora. Excuse me. Now, instead of just using fabric on here, I used Craft Tex. And if you haven't used that before, it feels like between fabric and almost leather, depending on how you finish it off. So I did dye this, and so it has more of a leather look to it. So let's look inside of this one. Again, 3 books. Some of Da Vinci's sketches. A few maps. Architecture. Has a few more maps and a couple of artwork from that period of time. You get the idea. And then the smaller one. This one is a fold out that you can draw on it or write on it. This is reminiscent of these little books that the men would carry as they went out to battle, and it would fold up and attach to their belt. And usually it was orders or maps, and it just folded up really cute. So that is the small one there. Then I made these pockets on this one. It has gussets here on the sides so that you can stuff more things in there. And so this just has different pieces of ephemera. And there's room for a lot more. All right, so that is that one. And this one is parnelli. Is that all of them? No. You know there's more. And I saw that one of the common names during that period of time was Violet. So I thought, well, how appropriate. This isn't exactly violet, it's purple, but close enough. She looks pretty sassy. So more of the same types of papers. It has architecture, it has botanicals, it has sketches, pictures of art during that period of time. A few collages that I did. If you were there when I do the tutorials on the kits, this is the one that we did together live on YouTube. Isn't she pretty? And this one is done with a little, like a hitch post, so it swirls around. More of the same papers. And this one we did sort of like a, I don't know, flip-flop. I don't know what you call these. Some of them are pockets, some are not. So this one is violet. Here is another one with the craft text. And this is Hilleth. A little bit of everything. And this one also has the little post. So you can move it this way. Or just open it up like this. Here on the side, you have a place to put a lot of your ephemera or things that you want to write or draw or collect. You have all this space here to do that. And this is Hilleth. And we have one more. I know, I promise. There's only one more. And this one is Flavia. Oops, Flavia's upside down. This one has a lot of botanicals. I think more so than the rest. And this one also has a little post. This has some little pockets, little tuck spaces. These have some dried flowers that I had pressed. A few little spots with some goodies in there. More dried flowers. Some more pockets. Has an envelope with some goodies inside. Won't show you everything, so you can be surprised. And here's the envelope. I think this is empty. Yeah, I put it in there empty because it was a little tight fit. There you go. So you have seen them all. Flavia. Anyway, as I always tell you, I've been around these a lot, and they all need a home. And I want one of these to be part of your new family, because I'm telling you, these guys have been here too long. You know, when you have relatives and they stay too long, they need to go. And these need to go. And they need to go to your house.